Yeah, I had therapy.
Thorough. Therapy always thorough as well. Nichely, I'm big on mental health.
Like all that street stuff, bro, is not it, bro. You either gonna be dead or in jail. Stay out of the streets.
I actually had therapy.
That's a hard question.
Asked about your kids' mental health.
Yeah, I had therapy. Like,
I feel like therapy is like, I don't know, like top 10 important.
Cause they be trying to think we gangsters, but like I just like the color black.
Get a job, take care of yourself.
Positive and keep yourself from being incarcerated, because the prison system is nothing but the modern day slavery.
What's going on, man? It's Rick Rula, South Philly. Shout out my man TJ, Street Therapy. You know we had to slide through, show him some love, man.
It's 60K Roley. Come from the west side of Philly on the south side, Cedar and Salford to be exact. We sitting here with TJ and Street Therapy, just trying to tell our story and show some love.
Oh man, what's up, y'all? TJ, man, we back here with another episode, man. Y'all already know what's going on, man. I ain't gotta say too much, man. Y'all see these men on the camera, man. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all see they got their merch on, man. It's gonna be a good day.
Good day.
So let's get into it, man. So tell us, man, how you feeling?
I feel great, man.
Yeah.
I feel great to be back. You know what I mean? Back rapping, back on it.
Yeah.
Man, street.
You got some music coming up and all of that. Talk about it.
For sure. So I just dropped a freestyle up Kensington, you know, thanks to my man, Roley. You know what I mean? It was a great vibe, good energy. Everybody came out. You know what I mean? Hoes was there. We had a good vibe, man. It was definitely lit.
So how's that process for you, man? Coming out back rapping and trying to put something together to bring everybody out, man. How that process for you?
Sometimes it's a little difficult far as timing and stuff, but it's real simple. You know what I mean? Get in touch with everybody. Let them know where the location at. The most hardest part is probably finding out what landmark we gonna use. Other than that, it just be simple, you know.
How that energy feel for you though? Cause like that's a different type of scene.
Great, man.
Feet on land, people with you.
Right.
Man. That's a different type look, man. So, and you know, we don't really see that. Like we seen it back then, but it's like you bringing that back. That you know, like, that's our Philly slang. Like that's our Philly look. So you bringing it back. So what's that energy like for you when you out there?
I'm just blessed, grateful. Yeah. The energy is great when it's going great. You know what I'm saying? You know, it could go left in the city, but we try to stay with a positive mindset, you know, and just go with the flow. Seeing, you know, the people that I was doing it with in my career when I started, and then seeing them now over time, it's like a good feeling that people I ain't seen in a while. You know, we pick up where we left off. I think I'm so much more seasoned now than I was then.
When did you start rap?
I started, I'm gonna say what, like 2015.
2015?
Yeah.
What inspired you? What made you be like, man, I'm rapping?
Just the feedback I was getting, like the feedback I was getting off certain videos. My first video was, my first official video was hip hop. And the feedback it was getting was crazy, man. So it just made me like, oh, damn, they really like this shit, man. They feeling it, so why not keep going with it?
How you stay dedicated, man? What made you stay dedicated? What made you stay
I just more so was challenging myself. I was trying to be better than the ones I was looking up to at the time. So I just made it a way of life. Like if I wasn't in the studio, I'm doing a show. If I ain't doing a show, I'm doing a feature. If I ain't doing a feature, I'm writing. So I just made sure I stayed busy and consistent in, you know, the craft.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, let's speak on that real quick, right? Because we got a lot of people that's staying busy and trying to work on their craft. Now, in the time when you get discouraged, or you might be burned out, like, man, I'm done, or you might not get that feedback that you want. What's that click for you to stay dedicated to yourself and your dream?
I don't know, I might hit Roley up or something, you know what I'm saying? But for my opinion, to ask for help, man. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. And just be you, like try not to think too hard, you know what I mean? And just keep it going, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Like we we stay talking on like a daily basis, you feel me? And I just be like, bro, just keep going, just keep going. Cause it's like anything could get you discouraged, not even like with music, just anything, period. So it's like, you gotta know like, this what you destined to do, you feel me? So like, I'm 100% back in and got confidence in me. Cause he pushed me as much as I push him.
Yeah. And what y'all, cousins, brothers, friends?
We like all that.
Yeah. Just coming on the streets together, like.
Yeah, we knew each other for like 20 years.
Like family.
Yeah.
That's my right here, man. Like, we need somebody, like, we need that one person in our ear that's going to push us no matter what. When we down, rain, sleep, snow.
Yeah, because he not just going to agree. Like, he going to tell me what it is. You feel what I'm saying?
He going to criticize you.
Yeah.
And in your brightest moments, he's going to pick out something.
Yeah.
You know you fucked up on that one thing.
Shit like that. Right.
So, yeah, that's what's up, man. We definitely need that support in our community, man, and within our own circles.
Right? Exactly.
So, with that being said, man, here on Street Therapy, man, we love to know, man, how was it growing up for you in the streets of Philadelphia, man?
Oh, man. Damn. Sometimes I look back like we survived through a lot, man. Like shit we went through, like it was like almost impossible to like make out coming out of South Philly. Yeah, it was like, you know, killings at a rapid pace, no matter the age, no matter the time, stuff like that. And I'm just grateful to get through it. So growing up for me, it's fun times too. You know what I'm saying? So we had cookouts, parties. You know what I mean? My mom might come on and start rapping and shit. My name is Tony, the one. You know what I mean? So it was good energy as well. You know what I mean? But it wasn't easy. You know what I'm saying?
How is some of that violence in the community and growing up and trying to survive some of the situations, how has some of that impacted you mentally, physically, or just spiritually, or just how you move, your aura? Like, how has some of that impacted you?
Seeing the outcome of a situation, I would capitalize off of, you know, like my friends, different people I was inspired by, go through certain trials and tribulations, and it made me not want to go that route, because he might got time in jail, he might have got killed or shot or whatever it is. So it had a big impact on me to just be different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It's like, you know how somebody tell you not to do something, you just be on the tip, like, I ain't listening, I'm gonna just do what I want. That happened to us a lot of times, where it's like, growing up, me jumping in the streets, I really didn't have to, you feel me? But it was like, I wanted more for myself. Like, my mom was making sure I was cool, making sure my brother's cool, but I'm like, damn, how can I take some of this weight off for her by not becoming independent for her? So I'm like, let me just take it myself. But I didn't realize that I'm adding stress on to her once she found out what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just growing up and being in that and trying to like, everybody knows negativity spread faster than like doing anything positive. And it's way easier to do something negative than something positive. Plus that's like how you influence.
Yeah.
Like, even you say like what you shooting a podcast, you call somebody right now like, yo, bro, I need you to invest in my podcast. They gonna be every excuse. I'm telling you got some drugs for yourself. They'll come up with that money, and that's just the way of life. Anyway.
How the world just set up with just what's publicized to society. Exactly. Right. Yeah.
All right, thank you, man. I appreciate that. So, another question is, have you ever been locked up and have you been fucked by the system, and explain how?
Yeah, I've been arrested. I've been arrested. You said, and the other question was what?
It's all the same thing, like been fucked by the system, where it's like, you know how we feel like the book is gonna be.
No.
You're like, damn, hold on.
How much time we got on here? I can go all night about these.
Sharice can talk to you about.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I've been arrested, man. There was a time where I was in when I went to the hole, I was in cell 82, and I'll never forget. It was this CO named Rochester. This was at the House of Correction, and You mean, this is my first time being in the joint, you feel me?
Yeah.
So mind you, we mix, we tear, they send me to the hole.
If you find yourself in a hardship with your car, and you ain't trying to take it to the dealership, or you don't have, what's them people called? AAA? 24/7 hour roadside assistance. Restorative roadside assistance. Call this number. Tap that link.
Mind you, this is my first time being in the hole, so you know the first time I'm panicking. Damn, this joint small as shit. I start getting claustrophobic and all that. Like, I gotta get out of this joint. So I'm, yo, CO, man, dog, like, I'm just making up shit to get out of the hole. Like, yo, bro, I need to go to the nurse, sick hall. I need to, like, I can't breathe. So one day, he like, you can't breathe. He opened the door. I'm like, no, bro, I can't breathe. Like, I can't breathe. Like, man, he shut the door. How you can't breathe when you talking? Doom. I'm like, damn. Like, but, you know, when you ain't got no major or minor infractions, when you look at the handbook, I'm gonna say you have certain not requirements, you got certain what's the names you can use to, I mean, like, yo, I want to go see the nurse or something, like they can't deny, yeah, like,
I know what to say, like,
yeah, like to get out, exactly, right.
Cause you got to think, like, from an inmate standpoint to a CO, it's like, if we tell y'all something, y'all gotta go buy it, but at the end of the day, CO is so you can't breathe, how you talking to them? They'll use any excuse not to do their job.
Yeah.
Like, damn, bro, if I gotta take you to medical or anything, that's making me have to do more work.
Right.
Yeah.
But with the system, that shit is bad for the simple fact. It's like, one thing I learned, a CO told me this, he's like, yo, y'all gotta read the handbook to know what we can do and what we can't do to y'all.
Exactly.
It's more so like,
and you got nothing but time to do it.
no, but not even that. Just think, like, I'm just going off when he said, like, how the system fucks you. Like,
right.
When we in the streets, you're not thinking about, damn, let me learn this law. Like, let me be a drug dealer. Let me learn what they could do for drugs. Because, like, prime example, I think it was like 2006 or 7 when they was going to stop and frisk.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So remember, the cops was pulling up, checkers don't got nothing. Oh, pull y'all pants down.
Yeah, he was
this is illegal. But if y'all doing this on a regular, we thinking like
it's just normal. Yeah.
So even when they pull you over, oh, you got a record. We allowed to take you out the car, put you in the back of the pad while we search you. Right. I gave you my license, registration, but I'm thinking it's legal.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah. Because I feel like with the streets, we get wrapped up with that mindset. I mean, this would come with it.
Mm-hmm.
So we be allowing certain shit to go down or fly, and we don't even be registering because our first thing, oh man, this would come with it.
Yeah.
I'm in this position because this would come with it. Only because kind of how earlier we see everything in the surroundings, we've been seeing this in our environment.
To us, it's so normal. Yeah.
Oh man, this would come with it.
Exactly.
I remember I get pulled over out Chester. Cop pulled me out, I gave him paperwork. He said, do you allow me to search your car? The shit threw me off that he even asked. Like, I'm like, say that again? You mind if I search your car? So I'm like, you telling me I can tell you yes or no? He said, yeah. Oh, hell no, you can't search my car. Like, I was so happy to say it, but I'm still like, no, this is playing with me.
And they be slight weight. They know they can't do a lot of stuff. You feel me? So they like, to me, they be asking. Yo, could you spread your legs open? Yo, can you get out the car? Can you? They be asking, like, because there's certain things they just can't do. Like, when they give you a traffic stop and shit.
So now, no.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like now we're a little bit more like, can you? But like, I heard stories from them. It was more so.
They just did it.
They just did it.
Yeah.
Like, bro said, yo, pull up. Throw your pants. Yo,
Yeah.
You got to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like, it's a little bit more, you know what I mean? It's a little more different now. So, we done.
Like, one time, I get pulled over, take me out the car, search me like, yo, you got something on you, but it's like under your clothes. I'm like, bro, I ain't got nothing on me. We out there for about 2 hours. I'm like, call the sergeant, call the captain, all that. So after like 3rd hour come, I'm trying, and it's crazy because he like, yo, what's that? I'm like, bro, that's my John. Like, I got hemorrhoids, my shit hanging that low there.
Right.
Fanatic.
Right.
So I give it to him. So they lock me up. And I'm gonna tell everybody this now while we on camera. Even once we on the streets and they searches, sometimes they'll take you back to the district to research you, like strip you down naked.
Oh yeah.
you're not allowed to do that without like a physician there or like any type medical. Because if you search me naked, I could easily say you touched me or did something to me.
Mm-hmm.
So a physician or any of that gotta be present.
Yeah, I ain't even know that. That's
I went
crazy.
to court, the cop get on the stand, tell him everything at hand, but certain words to get your case thrown out, he get on the stand and say, yeah, I had to manipulate him to give me the drugs. The judge said, yeah, you had to manipulate him? He said, yeah. Oh no, that sounds like something you did outside the law and dismissing the case.
Right.
I'm so not used to beating cases off technicality where it's like, I asked the public defender, like, I know what not guilty mean, but I'm still like,
right.
what that mean? This meant like I can leave the death.
Right, yeah.
She like, yeah. So it's like I said, like, being in the streets, you gotta know like what they're allowed to do and what they're not allowed to do. Because we'll fall for anything.
Yeah.
So with that being said, man, growing up in the streets, dealing with the system, being fucked by the system, mentally, how did you process that mentally? How did you get through it or cope with it? Because when we dealing with it, we dealing with it. But when it's all said and done, it's more of a process after to keep going or try to change my ways or not change my ways or try to come do it different. So it's like your mental process after all of that is said and done.
Before you answer, I'm gonna tell you it's different stages of dealing with it. Like,
Yeah, because like you definitely got to be mentally strengthened.
Right.
I don't think you ever really get over it. My point of view, I think you always going to carry, a lot of hate for being in that situation. As far as mentally, I seen a lot just being in jail, man. Like, one dude was locked down so long, he used to like ask me to stay up with him. Like, yo, bro, can you stay up, man? I can't sleep, man. Like, I mean, like, yo, bro.
in the hood, they be burning you out.
Yeah, that burn you out, like.
Cause everything reversing the whole.
Yeah.
Sleep all day. We
Like mentally, it'd be stuff like, it was one situation where there was this bull, we was locked up, make a long story short, and he about to go to court. His lawyer tell him, yeah, man, I got a deal for you, 9 to 23. He thinking, the same thing me and you would think, 9 to 23 months. Like, he about to slide out.
Yeah.
He come back like, bro, they just gave me 9 to 23 years. Oh, this is my first bid. I'm like, what? Yeah, that joint was crazy, bro. I was 19. Yeah.
So that's why I said, like,
seeing that though,
stages throw you off, because coming from like a juvenile bid to adult,
right?
You're assuming everything fun and games. I get snacks at night, but that shit get real once you hit like a adult jail.
Adult jail, yeah. I was just about to
See, I ain't never make it up top. How that shit for you mentally up top?
That's why I said
it's a mental, like each, like how he's saying, like each level is a different type of mental stage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because more so like what you go through, like, so you know how I am in jail, so it's like you running around, everything good, jump on the phone, everything good, but once you like start going through the getting locked down, constantly back and forth in the hole, where you might go to the hole with all your property, when you get out, you have nothing. So you got to start over again. Yo, send me some money, buy everything again. But now you go back to the hole 2 weeks later for investigation. So it's like that take a toll on you.
And I think it like strengthen you to be prepared for what's wrong, like not to be going through, like what's not gonna fall through, what's not gonna be right.
I'm gonna say
prepare you for the bullshit, like.
You'll just start like at a point. I just start accept stuff. That's
exactly.
Yo, pack up. You going to the hole? I don't put up no fight. I don't ask why. It's just like, all right, bet. I still get the same cell. I ain't taking no cellies. If I get a celly, it better be somebody I know. My man, I'm taking from the rip. Like, but I'm gonna tell you this though. Us being on street therapy, I'm loving the name for the simple fact anybody coming home from jail.
Yeah, street therapy, man.
Therapy.
This shit hard, dog. This shit hard, dog.
Stay on there, but y'all gonna have to edit this because that's my next joint, so I gotta jump into it. I gotta jump into the therapy question because that's the biggest one. You feel me? We go street first and then we go therapy because a lot of us black brothers don't seek therapy
Right.
especially coming home.
Yeah.
We only seek it on, oh, let me hurry up and go see this therapist so they can lighten my case up. Or let me go see this therapist so I can get on some pulleys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We don't take advantage of seeing these therapists, and we didn't see and been through some situations where if you can't even relate,
You gotta talk about a lot of shit, bro. Yeah.
So let's talk about that real quick, man. Have y'all ever seen therapy? And if you did, how was it? And if you didn't, how do you feel about therapy?
See, therapy for me is a lot of different other, things like some people go shopping for therapy. You feel what I'm saying? Music is my therapy. But to like physically have a one-on-one, no, I've always wanted to. Like when I holler at my girl and shit, like, yo, bro, like we need to go, because you keep making it seem like I'm the problem. Like we need to have therapy. Let's go see what they say.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? You break it down, your point.
That's gonna be a problem. Listen, if you going to therapy, you're a man, and he agree with you. Oh, it's because he a man. You a female, then we gonna say, oh, it's because it's a female.
From the door, I'm gonna tell her like, listen, she don't even know me, babe. Relax. Like she's just telling you what she think is cool for you to be straight. Like, but yeah, I never had a one-on-one therapist.
See, all right, I'm gonna say this. They got therapy in jail, but it's kind of like our first answer, like, you ain't been through what I've been through, so you'll never leave. So I'm not saying nothing to you. But we'll say the basics, how you grew up, what made you come to jail. But I would never really open up to you because at the end of the day, you're putting this in my file. Mm-hmm. But on the streets, I did therapy. It was like 50-50. Like, I'm opening up to him, but I'm still in my head, like, I can't tell you too much. Right. You feel me? Like, shit that we hold in or stuff that we've been through. Certain stuff is like, you just gonna have to die with it. I can't open up, but you be wanting to get it out. But now that's the crazy part, where certain stuff people assume crazy. Being in jail, I ain't gonna use the word institutionalized, but sometimes we'll be institutionalized with what we do and how we move. You gotta look in the mirror and talk to yourself. Right. You gotta.
Like, and even with him saying that, bro, no, for real, bro, like jail not always bad. It teach you etiquette, bro. Right. Like it really teach you how to be a man, bro. Yeah. For real. And to accept a lot of situations for what it is. Like, for real, bro. But what's the question I wanted to ask you? You think therapists have therapy? You think that? Y'all think that?
They gonna have to.
Like they taking in everybody else problems, situations, all this. Bro, they have to.
I think therapy probably be talking to us.
Yeah, like they should probably.
That's how they cool come help people.
Right.
Go to other therapists and tell our business. Because you can easily go off like that confidentiality role, but it's like, am I really living by this? Like, let me go home and let me tell you about what this is in my office.
Right.
All right, so with being involved in the streets, man, your experiences in jail, what are some of the valuable lessons that you learned and some of the lessons that you take away from there that you still live by every day?
To not go back. That's one of the lessons I've learned from being in there. What else? One of the valuable lessons I've learned.
It's been a minute since you've been there.
Yeah, it's been like 10 years since I've been booked.
What about one of the takeaways that you take from the streets?
To be mindful of the people I'm associated with. It teach you to not talk as much. And you can't just, like, jail is crazy. Like, it's a lot of good in it, though, bro. Like, I know that's probably crazy to say, but it really is, bro. It teach you how to stop.
Just streets, though.
Like, all right, just in general, like, one of the valuable lessons is to not talk as much, to not let certain people in, and to not deal with everybody.
Yeah. So some stuff is like easier said than done. You feel me? Especially like being in the streets. See, like the only thing though, like when you doing like jail.
Yo, I don't mean to cut you off, Roley. I love this podcast, bro. This your hard, bro. Like you giving great questions, like, and he really the one to tell you what's going on in the show. Like for real, like I like this show.
Being in the streets and jail, like to be honest with you, bro. The bond you had with somebody you meet in jail may be way stronger than somebody you got on the streets.
Exactly.
Fact, like, just say me and him in a cell together for 5 years. He know my family. He know what I'm going through. He know more than somebody I knew for 25, 30 years.
Right.
You feel me? But now this where it goes to your initial question. Just say he come home and just be on some weird stuff where we not as tight. That'll have you closing off yourself to people you meet now. You feel me? And I've been going through that a lot, like transitioning from the streets. I meant from prison to the streets.
Right.
Whereas now it's just like I'm only locking in with dudes that I knew for years. Yeah. You feel me?
Real shit.
You start closing off, but more so like it helped you be open minded. So yeah, open minded. Like I ain't gonna hold you. Like I really wasn't like open to doing podcasts, especially
Like
how
outspoken and
how some people podcast is like I ain't certain stuff I just don't go for it, but you know, like doing podcasts is like, bro, you doing it for this, so
this is a deep question right here.
I got it.
Yeah. Ask the question one more time.
Yeah, ask one more time.
What are some of the biggest needs that we need in our communities that we come from, that you didn't came from, some that we didn't have growing up? Like, what do we need to bring the community back, or bring the community together, or bring peace, whatever?
I be on the fence with that question for the simple fact, like, you get tired of like, what it's called, talking to a doorknob or something, whatever they're saying is, where it's like
somebody that just can't comprehend.
So you say it numerous times, but nothing get done. You feel me? For the simple fact, like, all right, where my hood at? On 6 acres here is a school, Brian. They had basketball courts like open where you could go play, like walk in there anytime, play basketball, jungle gyms, all that. But then they put a gate around it and lock it at the school hours. So what if I want to take my son to the schoolyard? I can't because it's locked. So the only one I can take him to is a few blocks away, but it's like in a less safer environment.
Right.
So it's like at the end of the day, y'all not thinking about the kids when school is over that probably done their homework and want to come back up to this park.
Right.
But it's more so like you just gotta find resources. Like I can't come on the corner, hop out, say, yo, stop selling drugs, stop doing this and that, if I don't have no answer for them.
Right.
Like same thing with him. I can't say, yo, bro, stop doing what you're doing, get a job, unless I'm offering a job.
Right.
I can't
shit like that. Yeah.
Because then I'm gonna look at you like
a hypocrite, like being like you're a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna stop something that's being me.
And that just go with anything, like with the community and people like withholding resources. Like we just talked about. I never saw that on the paper, internet. You feel me?
Yes.
And my question, my answer to the question. So the question was, what was it? One more time.
What are some of the resources that the community needs that we don't have?
All right. I think it's simple. I think we need. What are some of the resources that the community need? We need like leaders, bro. We need people, you know, black, white, Asian, Caucasian. It don't even matter the nationality. You know what I'm saying? We need people to stand up and be in control of what's going on in society. You feel what I'm saying? Like we got kids, we got women, we got children, we got people that's going to be here when we go. That's going to keep it alive, far as just whatever it is they doing to be something. So we need leaders. What I mean by that is like we need people in charge, great leaders too. You know, people that's going to come out, like Roley said, pull up, grab the youth. Yo, come on, youngin', ride with me. Matter of fact, go ask your mom first to see if it's cool. I mean, I want to show you about my day and what I'm doing. You might be interested in it because what you doing, it ain't there. It ain't that. You going to go a whole different route going this way. So ride with me. He might go to the basketball court. He might go to the studio. You feel what I'm saying? She might go to ballet. She might go to cheerleading. So when I say leaders is we need more people that's being involved and that care about longevity and what matters for the world. You feel what I'm saying?
I like that one. All right, so what would be some advice that you would give to your younger self? And then what would some advice that you would give to the younger crowd that might be watching or that might even be listening or that might be looking up at you and you don't even know?
Save your money might save you. Yeah, that's the advice I give my younger self. I wish I made better choices as far as, with financial literacy, saving my bread, not gambling as much, staying consistent. I think I would have went, I'm still gonna go, but I think I would have went further in my career if I stayed consistent. So that's basically it. I'm gonna keep it simple. Just being more consistent and saving my bread. Go ahead, Reese. What would you tell your younger self, Reese? I think everything Reese went through younger, made him what he is now. So it's like,
It's kind of like, I'm gonna just say like, make your own decisions. You feel me?
This might have been the best podcast moment y'all had with us, bro.
Nah, for real.
It ain't dull, it ain't we vibing, man. But go ahead, answer the question, Reese. What you think, Roley?
Make my own decisions, because I was heavy I'm one of them people I always need a second opinion on something. You feel me? And your opinion, if I think it's better than what I was gonna come up with, I'm gonna rock with that. Even if if it's bad, I'm gonna rock with it. I'm assuming if I'm coming to you for and I'm take the heed to your opinion. And he might don't be knowing shit what he talking about when I ask him, but if it sound good to me, I'm gonna rock with it.
Right.
So I'm gonna just say my own decision.
What about to the young boys, man? The youngins, man. The YNs out there, man. What y'all gotta say to them?
Learn how to use a knife and gel when y'all go. Real rad. No, real rad. Don't be saying that. I'm 100% honest. Bro. People be asking me speak on that. And it's I really don't be knowing. You feel me? Because this might sound bad, but I really think everybody should spend at least 30 days in jail. The whole world out here. You was yo, the army, your time coming up. You gotta go through this 30 ball to show you what you gonna have to go through.
You from your freedom world.
Yeah. Because it's different running around in the streets. That's cool. Even if you don't get caught for it, it's cool.
When you in that joint,
at it, talk about it once it's done. But once you get caught
and you experience it.
I ain't gonna lie, bro, sitting in that interrogation room for 72 hours with nothing to eat, getting slapped around, handcuffed to a table, that should take a heat on you.
That ain't even compared to...
God, get me out of this. I'll never do another crime again.
Real shit.
Then once you going upstate,
you see 1,000 niggas in the yard, you yo, it's really on TV when you watch the movies,
How much time you spent upstate?
But all together?
Yeah.
Damn, Reese got 15.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm beyond this street therapy, man. I'm getting all out. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't been home for a year since 07.
Yeah.
Bro, this the furthest he been he on some shit right now, bro. And I just want him to stay on that, you mean own business, working in the music, rapping, he all in and he busy. And a lot of people happy for him, man. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
I went up top at 18 and I came home at 20.
Right.
And even with coming home at 20, I still ain't really have it all together. You feel what I'm saying? I still was halfway in, halfway out. But what did it for me was my last bid in 20, I think it was 22 or 23. And at that time, I lost a lot more. At this time, I had my own shit going on. I had my own bread, own car. I had my kids was a little older.
Right.
And so when I took that hit, I'm damn, this is a grown man hit. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? I can't really call Deuce how I did my first couple joints. Juvie joint, that joint, I had to sit and figure out how I'm gonna. You get what I'm saying? So
right.
You said what, 23?
Yeah.
That's when COVID was, right? So you
2020.
2020, I came home at the end of the COVID time. I came home October 5th of 2020.
So that was another thing. Me being locked up during COVID, we was in our cell 24 hours a day.
24 and 1. And remember, we had the option where we could only we can use the phone and take the shower.
See, and that was another thing.
Bro, I really, not to cut you off, Roley, I really think prison, bro, some of that shit not for human consumption, gang. Roley, bro.
That's why they say, jail for animals, you'll like see yourself acting like one, especially. All right, so prime example, like you said during COVID, you got an option. One is a 15-minute phone call. After your 15 minutes, you're going back in. You probably try to find out, yo, let me get a shower. I ain't been in the shower in 2 days. So even when they let you take your shower, they clocking at 15 minutes. Hey, yo, get up. I'm still trying to soap off. They turn the water off. So now you have to go in and sell.
This up top.
Yeah, this up top. Dry off, whatever. Then depend on your cellies. I feel bad for dudes that was cellies with their homies or family during COVID because they probably like never rekindled that friendship. You're in a cell locked up with the same seeing like, damn bro, you snoring, damn bro, you farting. That took a toll on me. I had an 80-year-old man as a cellie, bro. Up 5 in the morning every day, looking out the window talking. Because the way our cell was, it was right on the walkway.
Oh yeah.
He talking to everybody walking by. I'm just trying to sleep this joint away. Like, oh, he killing me. Yeah. But and another thing, the main thing, not just like hold y'all up. With everything going on with the Black Lives Matter during COVID, if you was really an amount that really let like white people like show like, all right, listen, Trump president, we doing what we want right now. We can say what you want to y'all. No lie, bro. You know I let my hair grow out.
Right.
Or say, yo, you look like one of them people from the Black Lives Matter that be in front of my house.
Right.
I don't think none of it. He said, come here real quick. I said, what's up? He said, yo, why is they in front of my house? I ain't do nothing to black people. I'm ready to shoot one of y'all, but I think I can get away with it. That's why I'm ready. So it's like, damn. So now I'm in my head like,
for having for playing BLM on these shit.
Yeah.
So old for just having the Black Lives Matter.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. COVID, you was picking sides, either you with the whites or you with the blacks.
Right.
No, because I wasn't familiar with the Confederate flag.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't familiar with because I'm kind of in my head like, if this been in NASCAR for all these years, why I see something now? So I asked one of the CEOs about it, like, yo, what's the background on it?
Right.
This where you have to know your knowledge before you ask certain questions.
Right.
So he was like, man, listen, Confederate flag's been around for a while. That's kind of like our representation. Don't mean racism or nothing. All the slave owners that they knocking down and taking out of history, they wasn't bad people.
Right.
You feel me? They just had a few slaves.
Right.
Now, this where I say you don't want to ask certain questions if you don't know the answer.
Right.
He said, put it like this. If you had some white people that could work for you for free, you could just do what you want, would you take them? I said, give it to me or I'm snatching them up. He said, it don't matter. I had to walk away before I agreed, like shit like that. Like, you got a point, but I'm still like, no, fuck all that. Like, yeah, that's why I'm like, oh. Because now he on the tip, like, slavery an option type, bro. Like, so I'm like, dog, bro. I'm like, y'all. Because, like I said, he was on tip, like, slave owners wasn't bad people. Y'all just put them out to be bad people once y'all found out they were slave owners and shit like that. Because he hit me with the slavery was an option.
What?
You could have ran if you wanted and dealt with the consequences, or you could have stayed and did X, Y, Z.
It had to have been the option though, if you really conscious enough and really think about it, because it's not happening now.
Yeah, and it was a business.
No, it's still slavery. It's just a lot of stuff is like modern day slavery and look past where people, because this is how I look at it. Being in prison, working in the kitchen. For one, you only paying me 17 cents an hour.
Yeah, they dangerous.
17 cents an hour. You making billions off me. Then you got I ain't even gonna say white because it's all different CEOs or.
Because upstate is like, what, 1,700 a day?
What?
For the inmates to be booked?
Oh, wow, I heard so many numbers. I know none of it went in my pocket.
Right.
Send the money, white send the money.
Right.
I'm stealing out the kitchen.
Yeah, but what I tell the YNs is to be mindful and just grateful of what they got, man. And don't just go off of what look good, because everything that look good ain't gold, man. Everything that glitter ain't gold. Everything that look good ain't good.
At 60K Roley, we wrapping up street therapy. First of all, I want to thank them for letting us come on and be a guest. As far as me, you can follow me at 60K Roley on Instagram. You can follow my podcast at Wave Makers Podcast, dropping an episode every week or every other week. Man, I just shot my first video. Thanks to bro, he got me rapping now.
Yeah.
I just shot my first video, waiting for that to come out. And we just got a lot coming for this summer, man. Like, we gonna keep our foot on people's neck and just keep going.
Video about to drop. Man, him and my brother Nick Lowe. Shout out to my man Roley. Shout out to the podcast Street Therapy. It's one of the best podcasts too. You can follow me on Instagram, the Rula Official. That's DARULA Official. I just dropped the freestyle. That joint hit the button, hit the lid. I'm still working. I just dropped another freestyle yesterday. What else we got going on, man? We just working, man. Shout out to the whole city, Philly, everybody that's supporting me. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's the Rula.